got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see. Whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck. Can't stop, unplug, feeling overwhelmed, I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy, gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it, I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret in front of me. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff.
Alright, so we finally cleared a pit level 100. My goal for the season was to clear it sub 5 minutes, but we got a good build running. It would have been around less than 4 minutes if it wasn't for the nasty pack on the second floor. I'll run you the whole gear and the important parts. First things first, whatever you do, you're gonna have to have the charge bolts enchantment. The charge bolts enchantment produces the charge bolts, and we need the charge bolts to produce the wave of light. And in order to activate the charge bolts, you're gonna have to have a source of stun, and we have two sources, the lightning spear and the familiar. So our second enchantment, you can choose between familiar or the one we're using, the lightning spear. We're using lightning spear because you can have up to 12. Familiar, you can only have up to 6. Besides, we can like spam the familiar on one of our buttons. This is a pure crackling energy build. There's no strike of Stormhorn compared to the previous build that we did for the Pit 90. This is pure crackling energy, and of course the aspect on the staff would be the charge flash. So let's start. The aspect, charge flash on the staff, and tedious destruction. Since we don't have any defensive skills on our skill bar, what I did for the staff, I took like 5 or 6 staff. I rolled each one of them, trying to get the highest roll at the blacksmith, and this one came out the maximum. So I tried to triple hit. I got double hit on the crackling energy, and it works really well for me. The helm, there's nothing much better for the Crackling energy build except for the Air of Perdition. Try to get as much core skills as you can since it pumps the damage of the Crackling energy. Now, on the armor part, it's a little bit tricky. The one that's really working well for me right now is the Shroud of False Death. I was previously using Banished Lord's Talisman, and when I was starting out, when I did have the Shroud, I was using a Raiment of the Infinite. All three options are good, but the Shroud of False Death is really working well for me right now since I have the intelligence, the all stats triple crit. The thing is, for the setup, we have percentage increase on intelligence on the amulet as well as the Esadora. So we get around 40%, more than 40% percentage increase in intelligence, which gives us a 40% more value for the number of intelligence, which is why the Shroud is really working well for me at my setup right now. So it brings us to the last three parts. One of them will be, of course, the Esadora. So the only two remaining would be the Crown of Lucian and the Fist of Fate. So basically, endgame, you're only going to be needing two Chaos parts. The Fist of Fate and the Crown of Lucian. I have like 2 pages of Chaos armors and I've been gear swapping. I spent probably 300,000 of the sites and around 5,000, what you call this one, Forgotten Souls, trying to reroll, changing gear. I even have tried to remove the Starless Sky, and this is hands down gonna be the strongest setup at the end game. There's nothing really much on the powers. You can have this, all of them removed and still working except for the mana shield. The previous video that I did, I had like 37 ranks to Ball Lightning, and right now I'm only have 18, and I am clearing pit to level 100. I'm starting to doubt that the points on the Esadora, the shock skill points, it's possible that they're only the hard points. I'm not really sure. I don't have the will to test them out right now, so because going from 37 to 18, you're supposedly getting 10 multiplicative damage increase per shock skill points. Notice also that we removed the Vex rune. I swapped it with the rune instead, and I'm getting hits of more than 400 billion. Well, of course, thanks to Fist of Fate, which gives us a awesome maximum damage hit, but still, the clear speed is there compared to the previous setup. Paragon, nothing has been changed. It's still the same Paragon. Starter board charged, and we have Ceaseless Conduit on Destruction, Fundamental Release, Unleash, and Eliminator. Eliminator is great because you get lots of intelligence when you endgame, especially when you're using Mana Shield. You don't really need any points on the damage reductions. So Exploit and Frigid Fate. I'll show you the skills. Nothing spectacular, just pour all your points, hard points on the core skills, Chain Lightning and Charge Bolts. I have the increase, well, we're not really doing a lot of damage from the Charge Bolts, but it's just there for extra, I guess. Destructive when you produce Crackling energy from your Chain Lightning. This one, the Frost Nova and Shimmering Frost Nova, I have on my armor this one, the Thull and the Knock. So we are producing both the vulnerable and the increased mana. So we're taking advantage of both the shimmering and the Mystical Frost Nova when we're proccing. Going back to the skills, we have Familiar. I put it max points since it turns into a shock skill, so I'm assuming it will increase the damage of Crackling energy as well. Invoked, and stun on the Lightning Spear, and max points on Ball Lightning, and the Wizard for the Crackling energy. The elemental synergies, I did notice I don't have any points on cooldown. We don't have any issues with cooldown since we're running the overflowing energy passive, and max points on unstable currents. I think this is it for the Crackling energy. This is pure Crackling energy, no Ball Lightning, no nothing. I know the Ball Lightning has a higher ceiling for the pit push wise. You won't be able to push with this one since when you're gonna be pushing, you're gonna be fighting against Unstoppable, and when you are fighting against Unstoppable, you won't be able to proc your charge bolts. No charge bolts, no wave of lightning. So that's the build, and thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.